Hi everyone, my name is Sarah Becker and I am a violin and viola teacher at the Beck Center for the Arts, and I wanted to make a video today for you in which we'll get to do kind of a fun interactive game at the end called Skips versus Steps. And I'm going to start by explaining a couple things that probably many of you are already familiar with, but I just like to lay a foundation so that we can play this game together. So, what is a step? So a step is essentially when you can just step from one note to the next. So for example, C, the note C, there it is. If I step to the next note, it is D. Okay, so that's a step. So when there's no notes in between them, you can just go from one letter name to the next, okay? So there's also skips, and a skip is when you have to skip a note in between. So for example, I have C and then E. Okay, hear how it doesn't go immediately to the next note that sounds like a little bit further away? So, and just to show you visually, obviously it'll look different and feel different no matter what instrument you're playing on. It's going to be a little bit different. So for the violin though, if you can see, I have my second finger for C down, this finger. And then I don't put my next finger down, I skip it. So there's my skip, and I play E. Okay, so in short, a step is when you can just step directly to the next note. Okay, so C to D, A to B, B to C, and a skip is when there's a note in between. So C to E, B to D, D to F. Okay, those are all examples of skips. So first I want you to pause this and make sure that you can make a step on your instrument, that you can play one note to the next, and also a skip. So skip a note. Skipping the note is how you play the skip. Okay, so take a second. And to make things just a little bit more complicated, there's different types of steps and skips. So the step is also called a second, okay? And we have both minor seconds and major seconds, and I'm going to show you the difference. So C, we're still going to use the C. We have C, and then if I go to a D flat, that's a minor second, okay? And then if I go from C to D natural, that's a major second, okay? So for the minor second, it's just a half step apart, if you're familiar with half steps and whole steps. And then for a major second, it's a whole step apart. So how can you kind of hear this? Well, the Jaws theme is everybody's favorite example of a minor second. So if you remember how the Jaws theme starts, something like that. So that's a way to remember how a minor second sounds. For a major second, I like to think happy birthday, so da da da. That's a major second. Okay, so we have the minor second and the major second. Now for skips, we have both minor thirds and major thirds, we call those, okay? So the C to the E flat, that is a minor second, okay? So I skipped the D, right? That's why we call it a skip. And I went to E flat. For a major third, okay, C to E natural. That is a major third, okay? So little shortcuts for remembering those. We have green sleeves. So da 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 da. Okay, the first two notes there. Okay, and for a major third, oh, when the saints, okay, the first two words of that. Okay, so those are some shortcuts for how to remember those intervals. Okay, so we have just to recap, we have the steps, which is minor second, Jaws theme, major second, happy birthday. And then we have the skips, which is minor third, major third. Minor third is green sleeves, or maybe some people know as what child is this, but also green sleeves. And then major third, oh, when the saints go marching in. Okay, so that's how to remember them. And now we're going to do the fun part. So get out a piece of paper maybe, or get out your notes on your phone or something so that you can write down. I'm going to play 8 or so different intervals, and it's either going to be a skip or a step. So I want you to write down if you think it's a skip or a step. And then for an added bonus, if you're feeling up to it, I want you to write down if it's minor or major. Okay, so let's go. Here's the first one. Okay, jot it down, whatever your answer is. Okay, next one. Okay, ready? And feel free to pause the video in between. This is just about hearing it, not about how fast you can for now. Okay, next one. Okay, next one. Okay, and the next one. Okay, and next up. Okay, next. Last one. Okay, you got your answers, so now I'm going to go through them again and tell you each one. So the first one I played was D to E. Happy birthday. So that was a step, and that was a major second. Okay, the next one I played was G to B flat. Did you hear green sleeves? That is a skip, and that was a minor third. Okay, so next one is C to D flat. That's the example I used in the beginning. That is the step. That's a minor second. That was the Jaws theme one. Okay, next up is the skip of E to G sharp. Oh, when the saints. Okay, so that was a skip again, major third. Next one, A to B flat. Jaws theme again, that was minor second, and that was a step. Okay, next up was B to C sharp. That was a step, and that was a major second. Next one was F sharp to A. Green sleeves again, so that was our minor third, and that was a skip. Okay. Oh, okay, and one more. Our last one was D to F sharp. So that one was a skip, and that was our major third. Oh, when the saints. Okay, so hopefully this was fun, something to do. Tally up how many you got right. There were 8 of them total. And yeah, give yourself a pat on the back if you got them all. I don't have anything for you, unfortunately. But thank you for doing that with me. That was so much fun. I hope you are staying safe, staying hydrated, and yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.